Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Um, Happy Easter because when this goes out, it'll be Easter Sunday. Um, and this is your weekly hour chat with two for the price of one slappers and crackheads.
Hello.
Here we are. Um, so I hope everyone's well. This week, I am going to be speaking about urbex confession pages because that seems to have been the trend this week. Um, And I might even put some confessions out there myself about some people in the community that I don't like. But the difference is I won't be doing it anonymously. I'll be doing it straight from the horse's mouth.
Can't get twisted then.
Well, no, exactly. So, and I mean, as a grown adult, I feel that everything that is said should always be said with chest.
Uh-huh.
And I just don't, yeah, I don't understand these pages. But um, let's get on to it.
Yes, let's have a conversation. So obviously we'll start off with the confession pages. And I think like a really big point to make is that I know that one of them said, oh, they act like they're not bothered, but they are, blah, blah, blah. We're really not. Like, we don't give a fuck.
No, in fact, we've actually been laughing about it like this week. One, it's everything that we've seen has been sent to us. And I get that people are like, oh, think you should see this, and that's fine. I don't mind that. But um, there was one that said, oh, Becky and Shannon acting like they're not bothered when clearly they really are. It's really very much bothered them and upset them. I don't know where you've got that bit of information from, but I can assure you all we've done is laugh about it. And I think Becky feels the same. For me, there are only so many words in the dictionary. There is nothing that anyone can put on there or say about me that's going to hurt me or upset me, whether that be about my appearance, my past. Um, I've got a shit page, what I look like. Apparently I've split up half the community. If someone wants to step forward in the community and tell me that I've slept with them, then that would be really great because apart from my obvious ex, talking about Matt, I haven't slept with anyone in the community. And that's the crazy thing. People are so confident in these accusations that have got nothing behind them. It's honestly embarrassing.
I think that's like something that whenever one of these pages are made, that's something that always gets brought up, that oh, so and so sleeps with everyone, so and so is a slag, so and so is a nonce, so and so like preys on just like or goes out with just women. Like it's the same old fucking stuff because no one has a fucking brain to think of their own shit, so they'll just think
Yeah.
of what other things have been said. Like, I mean, if you look through the confession pages and what's been said, like it's so fucking childish.
Yeah.
Like the way that people are saying things, it's like playground shit. Like, do you not actually sit there and feel embarrassed that you're sitting there behind a fake account saying all this shit about other explorers? Like, is that what you do to make yourself feel relevant in the community, that you have to sit there and talk about other explorers to what, make you feel happy? It just shows that you're a nobody and no one gives a fuck about you.
It baffles me that obviously this hobby is all adults, yeah, well, majority. Um, and people are actually getting excited and thinking, oh, I'm going to put something on this page because I can, because no one's going to know it's me. Like, if that is your true opinion on somebody, why not say it as it is? Because I certainly would.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
absolutely crazy that a large group of adults, because obviously there's confessions being said about everyone, like people that I don't even know about and stuff, people that I've never heard of. That a large group of adults are doing this anonymously. It's just crazy.
It
I don't
is.
know. Anything that you say, you should say with your chest and from your own mouth. But what I would love to actually like know the reason behind why these people don't feel like they can say it openly as who they are.
It's because they haven't got the fucking balls, and that's the problem with half of the urbex community. They don't have the fucking bollocks to say half of the shit that is being said in fake accounts. And I'm so fucking bored of it. And in last week's pod, we literally spoke about like taking a step back and shit like that, because, or not necessarily taking a step back, but we've just been very quiet with the hobby. And this is part of the reason why, like, I can't be asked to associate with dickheads. I really can't. It's constant drama, and like, I don't give a fuck about it. Like, I am doing other things now, and exploring has kind of taken a backseat, and I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying not exploring at the moment. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to do stuff like in other countries, and you know, like, I get excited for that, and I like the thought of being able to do that. But in the UK, I can't be asked. The UK fucking shit always gets taught bust. The UK people, most of them, are fucking idiots, and I'm not about that. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, someone called me.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. What were you saying? Because I did lose you a little bit about going across to other countries and still getting excited about that and stuff.
Yeah, like, when I think about going to other countries to explore, like, I get excited at that thought. Okay, so, you know, the love is still there in some aspect, but I just, for the UK stuff, I can't be asked. I fucking can't even stress to you how much I do not want to associate with half of the urbex community in the UK. Now, I have a select few people that I do talk to, but everyone else can fuck off, because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I think that's what, like, I've obviously got a lot going on at the moment anyway, so that's part of the reason that I haven't been posting and been out and stuff. But I think even if that hadn't been the case, I wouldn't have been pushing it, because for me, what's ruined it is literally the community, the people involved. It's such a crazy thought to think that we all, like, it's just so bitchy. Obviously, I've got horses and I'm on like horse pages and in horse community groups and stuff like that. It's not the same in any other hobby. I do think urbex and exploring is just a really strange bunch of people, me and Becky included, and I'm not even joking with that. But it's just
Like,
strange. And someone said, huh?
I was going to say, like, don't get me wrong, okay, we're not fucking normal, and I think if people see our everyday messages, they'd get to realise that. But we
Yeah.
don't sit behind fake accounts and start slating other explorers because we're bored. We, you know, if we have anything to say, like, people who know me will know that I will outright come to you if I have a problem.
Yeah, 100%. And I think has not been proven with the whole Tokyo situation? Like, there was a problem there. We absolutely spoke about it, not behind fake accounts,
Yeah.
like openly. It's what I mean, like, just to prove a point, and it can be done. Like, please be brave and speak up. I don't like Billy Urbex. I don't like Beck's Adventure. I don't like Kaylee Colston. I don't like any of them. They don't fucking like me. I think Billy's a nasty bully. He does nothing but bully people. He hangs around with no one but females. He comments on pages about me, but calling me Little Miss Piggy about my appearance. You're a grown man, a literal grown man, and you go around going out of your way to try and bully people. You're always involved in drama. Kaylee Colston thinks that she's someone else, something really bloody special. She fucking kicked off about absolutely nothing and started throwing her fucking toys out the pram. Do you know what I mean? Who else did I mention? Beck's Adventure. I don't. She's really just been associated with some absolute idiots. Tell you who another person I don't like is Exploring Within. Steve. Don't like him. Not for any reasons really, just because he said a couple of things that I thought that's a bit of an idiot comment or idiot thing to say. It's not hard to speak out and admit you don't like people, because I'm sure all these people would say the same about me. It's not a big deal. I've
It's,
literally just outright named people. I don't like Tokyo Matilda. I think she's fucking vile. State the obvious. Do you know what I mean? But it's not hard. Speak up about it.
yeah, literally. I mean,
If this confession page was where people went on and had their own opinions on their own accounts and could like name themselves and be like, this is who I am, this is my opinion, whatever. Like,
I,
that's fine.
but I feel like then
It's
they
the
would,
fact you have, yeah.
like, their opinion. I'd feel like some people would find them valid, kind of thing. But when you're sitting behind a fake account, you just look like an idiot. You look like a wimp.
Yeah, you're literally grown adults, and that's the funny thing. Like, none of you, well, 90% of you are not gonna ever say that to anyone's face. In fact, the most embarrassing thing is, if you did come face to face with somebody, you probably wouldn't say fuck all. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't say nothing. It's like last week when I shouted out the boys that I shouted out. I had so much hate for that. And I think, what is people's problem? Just because that's my opinion, I'm not expecting everyone to feel the same. Some people don't like what they do. I purely said what I said because that's my opinion, and I'm not afraid to say that. Do you think that I'm not aware that there's people that dislike what they do and think they, that they're wrong in what they're doing and stuff like that? I don't care. That's my opinion. I
Yeah.
really need to get that across. All I said is that they were doing well, and that they are some of the biggest pages out there at the moment. Whether you think that's right or wrong, why does it bother you so much that you think I'm going to message Shannon because she said this and I don't agree with it, and I think you just get on with your own life. Do you think any of these confessions this week that me and Becky have read about us or the podcast or us individually have stopped us doing what we were doing in our day-to-day activities? No, it hasn't.
No. In fact, all it's done
But
is made us laugh.
yeah, but I will say, I think is a very dangerous game because there are people out there that probably will get really upset about seeing their names on these things, especially if it's not true and it's just hearsay or rumor. And I do think, with how toxic the community is and has been for the past 6 months to a year, 6 months especially, I think you have to be very careful because imagine somebody did take their life and there was all these false rumors posted around about them. That is a real situation that we could be in, and I just think, yeah, just for the sake of it, I mean, is it worth it? So and so's a slag. Is she? Fair enough. I've seen some weird stories. So and so took a tampon out in the back of a car while exploring. Fair enough. Like, what? I just, yeah, it's crazy.
It's fucking weird. Like, half of this shit that gets written is just clearly made up bullshit, and they must think in their heads, oh my god, that sounds fucking amazing, I'm gonna post that, like, that'll really upset them. It sounds like you're a 5-year-old. Like, grow up.
Yeah, it is. It's embarrassing.
It is.
The whole community is embarrassing, to be honest with you. There's very few, like you said, that actually explore for exploring now. I think so much of it is competitiveness and yeah, and also another point to bring up, whether it's one person, two, three, four, or five that are writing these confessions about unfiltered voices, you're referencing stuff that's been said in the podcast. So you are clearly sitting here for an hour listening to it. Why are you doing that? You clearly don't like us. You don't like the podcast. So why are you giving us an hour of your time? I don't know. I wouldn't watch a TV show that I didn't like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what happens is there's more people that are invested than they like to let on, and it shows with things like this. Like, if you're sitting there going through what we've said and then you're going to write it up in like a little confessions thing in, anonymously, then, thanks for the view, but you're a dick.
Yeah. It's strange. It's really strange, and yeah, I'm starting to see the hobby. Like, I like it. I do, and like finding a place or whatever, or when like a good place comes up, is I do enjoy going there. And like, if I've got a bit of free time, I think, oh, I want to go do this. But if you look at it, actually, like, we all spend money to go and take photos of someone's house. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think everyone's strange in this hobby, us included. But yeah, the confession pages are clearly a trend at the moment, and yeah, if you're posting on there, then you're sad, really are.
Yeah, and I
Put
just
it
want
on your
to,
own story.
yeah, literally, don't be a fucking pussy. Put it on your own fucking shit and let everyone see it. Let everyone see who's posting this fucking shit. Because if you're not doing that, you're a fucking wimp and you don't want the backlash. And, you know, if that's the case, then don't even set up the fucking confession pages so you can hide behind it. Because, like I said, it's embarrassing. But can I just say, I've been sent a few names this week. Well, you know, the past couple of days of people that could potentially be behind these accounts, and I just wanted to go through them really. So we've got Rosin. You know, I briefly spoke to her the other day, but her name has been passed forward to me. I've had Paris, I've had Mel, I've had someone called Daniel Clark. There was someone else, wasn't there, Shannon? What was the name?
Amelia.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, I've seen screenshots. This Amelia girl, I don't even know if she's an explorer. I have no idea who she is, but I was sent screenshots, and she has admitted. She said, "Yeah, I've helped the person set it up because they didn't know how to do this, this, and this." And the person who spoke to this Amelia said, "Well, who is it?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm not saying." Like, why do you think you're part of the fucking FBI or something? What's wrong with you? Like, all of you. Um, yeah. I don't know who Mel is. Hannah Paris has. That's a couple of people have said she's behind the accounts. Quite a few, to be honest with you. But I've never spoke to the girl ever, ever. She's never spoke to me. I've never spoke to her. She doesn't follow me. I don't follow her. So I wouldn't have said there's a problem directly there between me and her because we've literally never spoke on each other or spoke to each other. It's the same for this Rosin. Never heard of her up until now. I have spoke to her very briefly this morning. But yeah, I don't know. This is the strangest thing. And Daniel Clark I have met, so he's not even a proper explorer. He is directly involved with that Shell Explore.
oh, muted.
Sorry, I had a phone call. Yeah, this Daniel Clark, he's not even an explorer. And once when I was out exploring with a couple of other people, I think he just like hangs around. But yeah, whoever the fuck it is, it's just odd.
Yeah, it is. And these are all grown people as well. Like, they're all grown people. And now I'm not saying that any of the people that I've just named are behind the accounts. I'm just saying that these names have been sent to me this week. You know, and yeah, but we are a community. Like, we're doing the same fucking hobby, so why is everyone at each other's throats all the time? Like, why is there fucking drama the way that there is when we all do the same thing? And I put it down to jealousy, I do, because some people do better than others, and I can't be arsed with it. Like, when I started doing this hobby in 2019, it wasn't like this. Like, it wasn't like this at all, and it's only been the past maybe 2 years that it's got fucking bad. Like, constantly, like, these confession pages being made, like fake accounts being made. Fuck off.
And I definitely think like there's groups of people. Like,
Oh yeah.
everyone's got their like little group, you know. It's like someone even said to me the other day, someone that I get on with, they were like, "Oh, your lot." I was like, "What do you mean my lot?" Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's people that, and I definitely think if you're in a group of explorers and you go out exploring and one person in that group or two people in that group don't particularly like somebody, you almost feel like you shouldn't like them either. Do you know what I mean? And that's just not how being an adult should be. Do you know?
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, there's people I've got problems with, or had problems with, because I wouldn't say at the moment I have any problems with anyone, I don't. But in the past, like, there's been people that I've had problems with, but my friends still talk to them. It's just how it is. You don't fucking sit there and cry about it. You just fucking get on with life. Don't let it bother you that much. Honestly, it's no big deal. And can I just fucking say another thing that's pissing me off at the moment? And Shannon as well. We both spoke about it recently. Like, people sitting there going, "Oh, we'll wait for the downfall of your friendship." It's not gonna fucking happen. I don't know why people have got that in their head.
know.
It's weird. Like, you know, there's no indication that me and Shannon have ever fallen out. We haven't. You know, that we've never had any issues. And I think actually there was a period of time where something was going on, and I kind of messaged Shannon, and I was like, blah blah blah, and I spoke about my concerns, and that was it. And let me just say, like, it's nothing massive, okay? It was nothing massive at all. Do you know what? I'm just going to say it. So Shannon had been very quiet with me for a period of time, and that's fine, okay? I get the same as well. And I think we both said the same thing to each other at that time. So me and Shannon were very quiet. We was going through a lot at the time. There was a lot of stress going on, and it was actually around the time when we got accused of being bullies. And I think it affected us both more than we kind of let on that it did. So we both went very quiet, and I messaged Shannon one day, and I was like, I feel like you're being really quiet with me. And she said the same back to me. And it works out that actually it was nothing to do with either of us. It was just the fact that we were both fucking stressed, and it's how we deal with things. But, you know, if I have a problem with Shannon, I will go to her direct, and she will do the same with me, and it gets resolved. Like, it would get resolved. There's no issues. There's never been a fucking issue. So, you know, to sit there and just think that me and Shannon are going to fall out, it just tells me that you're bitter and you're really fucking hoping for that to happen. And it's weird.
Yeah, it is very weird. And it's like when we didn't do a podcast, people are like, are you okay? Why wouldn't we be? Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't know our relationship behind this podcast. You know, like, you don't know what's going on in our lives or what we're discussing. Like, there's not a day that I don't speak to Becky and her kids normally. You're like, you know, 3-4 times a day. So yeah, I just think people are odd, and it's definitely a jealousy thing. It's people are sat there waiting for it to happen. I mean, look at the Lewis and Matt situation. That literally tried to bring us down, like, with everything they had, and
Yeah.
it didn't work. Like, and also, I'm gonna say something as well. Now, you know, you said about like you've been friends with people in the past, and like, but they haven't liked each other and stuff. And like, it doesn't mean that you should have that opinion too. Prime example here, and I don't think she would mind me saying. Look at me and Chloe.
I know, yeah.
We haven't really we don't get on. We don't, like, to be fair, at this moment in time, I don't have a bad word to say about Chloe because she doesn't speak to me, she doesn't hound me, she doesn't write comments publicly about me. If she talks about me behind my back, that's fine. She's within her rights to do that. But Chloe's a close friend of yours, but me and her don't get on. Has that ever affected our friendship? No.
No, it hasn't. And it's like you sat there in the past and said to me, like, you know, I would never want you to stop being friends with like certain people because like you feel uncomfortable kind of thing. Like, and I think that's how it should be. Like, just because you have a problem with someone doesn't mean to say, you know, that I should stop talking to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know what I'm saying here, but I don't want to word it wrong. But you know, I just feel like in this hobby you've got to be an adult.
Yeah, and I think that's the bottom line in all of the situations we've just brought up. Nobody's acting their age, and it's just odd behaviour.
It is odd behaviour, and like I said about 5 minutes ago, I think it's all to do with jealousy, okay? And, you know, people have their preferences on what they prefer to explore. So at one point for me, it was time cap houses. It was, and I fucking loved it. And I was putting in the effort to like map surf and find my own stuff and like feel the achievement of finding my own stuff. And then I started going on to more industrial things because I started enjoying that more. But I feel like that's where jealousy comes into it because people do better things than other people. And, you know, you just fucking sit there and research. That's all you have to do. It's that fucking easy. Don't be lazy. Research and fucking find the decent things. And if you're happy to do the derps, then fucking fair play. If you want to do the shitty fucking houses or the empty shells, fucking go do it. Like, to me, I never see competition with anyone, ever. Like, if you're going to go out and do a fucking amazing house, then fair play, like, well done, you put in the effort. If you want to go and sit there and do a derp, again, fair play, go fucking do it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, and it would be so boring if everyone was the same, and not just in hobby, like in life. And I don't know, you know, what did someone put on? because there was a Facebook page as well made this week. Do you remember?
Yeah, there was, yeah. And this
And
person, Lola
yeah,
Longden.
they screen recorded the pod of me saying about Mitch and Mark and them lot doing really well and like fair play to them and stuff like that. And then screen recorded something where we were saying people like are trashing places really quickly and stuff like that. Like, and then called me a hypocrite. How am I a hypocrite? So that made no sense. That post in itself was embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's just
but
really odd. Do you not think that this week it's all come out like all these Facebook, Instagram pages?
yeah, and one of them, this Lola Longden is behind the Facebook page. It's obvious, okay? And they've had to do all these fucking fake accounts just so nothing traces back to them. And sat there calling me fucking ugly, said that I'm skinny, I need to fucking eat, blah, blah, blah. I'm a size fucking 10 to 12. And if you think I'm fucking skinny, that's what's wrong with the world, honestly. You are the fucking problem. But don't get me wrong, I sit here some days and I look at my fucking belly and I think, fuck, I'm fucking fat. But thank you, because that boosted me. I needed that.
Innit?
So yeah, call me a twig all you want. I don't give a fuck. Tell me to eat. I don't give a fuck. I fucking eat. You know, and just...
I was literally just about to say that. Jesus Christ. Not even healthy things either. Like, let me tell you, this girl fucking munches on chocolate and cookies and crisps and shit all the time. I mean, people speak so much on people they don't actually know.
Yeah, they do. But obviously, again, it's someone who fucking seriously hates us and is having to hide behind a fake account. Grow up and do it in your own account. If you come to me in your own account and tell me what's on your fucking mind, okay, and you can be as brutal as you want because I can fucking take it, I will respect you a lot more. But if you come into me in a fake account, fuck you. I don't care. Like, I couldn't give two fucks. You're irrelevant.
Absolutely.
Are you eating? She's muted it.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Into it now. Yeah, it is very stupid, and yeah, it's easy as that. I've done it. I've named a few people I don't like. I've told you why. I could definitely name more, but what's the point? And also, so many people have been like, they're just two bullies that sit slack and they're off on the podcast. Just speak about subjects. If that involves certain people or situations or scenarios, then so be it.
Yeah, literally.
Again, as we both said earlier, don't listen to it then.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's boring and it's chavvy and it's this and it's that, don't listen. No one forces you to listen. You're coming to listen because you're invested.
Yeah, absolutely.
But can I just make a point as well? Like, you did name a few people that you don't like. And I just want to say, my opinion is not the same as Shannon's. Shannon has people she don't like for her own reasons. And I just want to say, actually, at the moment, I'm quite amicable with everybody. I don't have anyone in the community that I am not really getting on with. And it's no secret, we've had issues with Tokyo before. I still don't like the girl. But apart from that, and her partner as well, let me just add. But apart from that, there's no one that I really have a fucking issue with.
No, yeah, that is a good point, and I should have said that. My problems with these people started way before Becky.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I am actually unfiltered because nothing I say behind these people's back, I would never say to their face. I think that's the biggest problem here.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you have said, you've had issues with this Billy Urbex. I don't know him, okay? I don't think I've ever spoken to him. I could be wrong. Actually, I think I might have done. But not on a level where I'd say that I was friendly with him. I don't agree with some of the things that he's doing at the moment or he's done in the past because I find it disgusting. I do. But, I don't know him to say whether I like him or dislike him. The same with the other people that you mentioned. I don't have an opinion on them because I don't know them and I don't think I've ever spoken to them. So, yeah. but as it stands right now, I am amicable with everyone, and I don't have a fucking issue. And I like to keep it that way. Like, I keep my circle small. Okay, I do talk to a lot of people, but I still keep my circle small for this reason, because I can't be asked. It's nice just to get on with people and talk to people, ask how they're doing, like, you know, check in on people regularly. But it just shows that, you know, we have 10-year-olds in this hobby who just want to continue to try and bring people down, and they clearly sit there having a wank behind their screens when they're slating other people. And I find it fucking weird. If you want to sit there and have a wank, or, you know, a fanny wank, male or female, whatever you are, yeah, just
I've never heard that word before. Anyway, I'll tell you what, right? Because I mean, to be honest with you, Billy's spoken about me to quite a few people. Me and Billy went out exploring once or twice. He come to me when I first started the hobby, um and was really helpful. He was actually really encouraging. He was like, "Hey, like, have you tried this place?" And like, I honestly, I couldn't really thank him enough, because like we spoke about before, it is a hard hobby to get into. People are very hostile with their pins and stuff, but he was really helpful, and kind of like shared a few places with me, like beginner pins that I could go to and stuff. And then, honest truth is, I can't tell you what went wrong exactly. I just know that we stopped talking. I fell out with a female explorer, so Beck's Adventure. Um, to this day, she's told people different stories, but I mean, I have a whole chat. I've never deleted a message off the chat. And up until we fell out, I kept saying to her, like, "Do you want to tell me, like, is there something wrong?" She was like, "No, no, nothing." I think it was, like I said, she said lots of stories, but one of her things were the fact that I got with Matt and she didn't want to be associated with him, which is fine, cool. But with Billy, he has never come to me directly. We've never had a conversation since we stopped talking where he said, "You're this, that, and the other. I don't like you. You're this." What I have heard is I went out with a couple of explorers, so Adventure UK, Matt, and Shell Explores. Um, we met them on an explore, not intentionally. We were just exploring the same thing, and then we did go out. We did meet up after that and go out. By the way, I don't have anything bad to say about either of them too. So Adventure UK or Shell Explores, we don't speak anymore. But that's not because we've fallen out. That's just because they are very much good friends with Billy and others, and I think it just put them in a bit of a situation. And I was a bit careful with what I was saying to them, you know, and it wasn't anything bad between me and them explorers, and I just want to make that clear. But Shell did show me a voice note of Billy saying all these things and being like, "Don't be friends with her. You just be so careful with her. She's this, that, and the other." Let me tell you, I heard this voice note for myself. Half of the stuff he was saying was absolutely crazy. I'm thinking, where have you made this up in your head? He was like, "Oh, she cheated on her baby dad, Graham." So Graham listens to this, he won't mind me bringing this up. And left him homeless in the rain. And I'm like, oh, but Beck, bearing in mind, look back at the last 2 days
yeah.
with me and Graham. Yeah, I'm thinking, that's absolute bullshit. Like, that is not true. Where the fuck have you heard that? So that's why I now have a problem with Billy, because he has commented on my appearance, quite recently actually, and told people not to be friends with me. Billy, if you don't like me, that's absolutely fine, but I didn't appreciate you going around telling other people not to be friends with me. That's why I have a problem with him. And then, do you know what, guys? There we go. It's easy as that. Will Billy probably go and put stories up about me now? Probably. Do you think that I don't know that? I don't care. You know, it's about having your opinions, saying about it. Don't fucking carry it on. Do you know what I mean? And just, that's it. Do you know what I mean? I don't see how people can be so drama fueled, like every single day. When it was going on with me, Becky, in Tokyo, it was so draining, Beck, wasn't it?
It
We were
was, yeah.
like, I can't fucking continue. Then she'd post something else and it would be sent to us, and we'd be like, honestly, like, genuinely gave us a headache because it just kept going. I don't want that life. If you don't like me, that is fine. Honestly, that is fine. I'm not bothered. If you want to laugh behind my back about my appearance, what I do, what I look like, that's fine. Like, I'm not naive in thinking that the whole world is fucking rainbows and butterflies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say something. Someone commented on the fact the other day that I posted a picture of my top and you could see my nipples. Yeah? What's your point? I'll probably do it again. Do you know what I mean? What's your problem? That makes me a slag, then call me a fucking slag. I can do
Get
what I want. Do you know what
get
I
your
mean?
titties out.
What the fuck is wrong with you? It's my body. It's my page. What I choose to share. If I want to fucking open my legs and let my flaps fucking flap around Instagram stories, I will. Do you know what I mean? Like, people just need to chill out about it. Do you think, Becky, that you've got anything else to input on this, or shall we move on to some better news?
Yeah, I have nothing else to say apart from grow up, stop acting like fucking children. No one cares, like literally no one fucking cares. People are sat there. I've had so many people sending me stuff just laughing at what's being said because they think you're a joke. They actually just think you're immature and they think you're a joke. And that's all I have to fucking say on the matter.
Yeah, and stop letting my bullet nips affect you. Like, just walk past, leave it out. What is wrong with you? Honestly, and my fucking eyebrow tattoo. That's people are, I hate that myself. So the fact that you're hating it too is also embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about them. But enjoy the pod if you're watching. I'm pretty sure you will because, you're very invested. So enjoy it. It's given you about 40 minutes of talking about yourselves, you dickheads. But moving on. Okay, right. I just want to obviously talk about my bin diving experience this week because I know a lot of people are actually invested.
I am.
Yeah. So, bin diving this week, I I have done so well, and I never ever thought that doing bin diving I would find half of the stuff that I found. Like this week I've had so much stuff, like food wise. I'm not going to say where from because I know people get funny about it. It's a bit like urbex, but yeah, I'm not going to say where from, but I found so much food from various shops. Still in date, absolutely nothing wrong with it. There were some that were best before for this, like beginning of this month, but that is only a best before. And my kids, let me tell you something now, are fucking happy with, some of the stuff that I got because they are pigs. They're growing kids and they're hungry. All the time, it appears. But yeah, we got some food. Before anyone takes it out of context as well, like they're not hungry where they're being starved. I know what people are fucking say. They're not hungry, but they always tell me
Becky the kids out of the bin.
that's what it's going to be next. My kids are well fed. Let me just tell you that. And what I got this week food wise was not something that you can like cook for dinner. It was literally snacks and. When my kids see snacks, they're apparently always hungry. So that was the point I was making before that gets taken out of context. But I found food, I found makeup, I found electrical goods. And last night was the best find yet. And it was, pardon me, I had to burp. It was some weighing scales, a blood pressure monitor, and 3 watches. And I've calculated it. Let me just get it up on my phone. The value of...
Yeah, but they're not just watches, Beck.
Well, no, yeah, they're not just watches. They do a lot of things, okay? They track your heart rate. They track your breathing when you're asleep. They calculate your steps. They can detect if you're cycling. They can give you ECGs. Like, there's so much to these. That they are such good watches, okay? And the value of... everything that I got last night, and I just want to say it was off a display shelf, So never been touched. So someone had been there before me, I think, and tried to get them out of the casing because the casing was broke, but I don't think they quite worked out how to get them off the thing, but didn't realise the watches you could undo from the strap, so they just come off. So yeah, the watches were fine. The fucking weighing scales and the blood pressure monitor was a bit harder to get off. It was like trying to get it through gaps and shit, but we'd done it. I was determined because the price of everything that it come to was, or should be,
Drum roll.
oh, hold on, ready, give me a sec, ready?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not the right one. It is £1,169.75. That is the total of what they all cost right now. And I was proper chuffed with that. And people are going, you could make a lot of money off them. I'm not fucking selling them. I literally am not selling them. I love the watches. Yeah, I love everything that I got. I think they're all very clever gadgets, and I'm very surprised that these things get thrown out. But, you know, it was my gain. And, yeah, I'm going to say that probably was my find of the week.
Well, you've had a really good week, though, because look at the makeup.
Yeah. So I've had, like, 2 bags of makeup, a bag full of electrical goods. I also got a handbag yesterday. I forgot to say that's worth £225. I also got a mini HP smart printer thing, so you can print directly from your phone. That's worth £85. So yeah, I have actually done really, really well in the past week, and this is what is spurring me on more to do this hobby, because with like urbex, you go out, you get to take photos and videos. That's all you take away from going to these places. But when I've been diving, I'm actually coming away with something that is appreciated, whether it be for me or somebody else. Like, somebody is going to appreciate what I've come back with. So yeah, it's more rewarding doing bin diving, I'm going to say, and that is definitely something that is keeping my mind off the exploring at the moment. And I feel like it's probably more so the reason why I've taken a step back from exploring, because I've realised that actually there's no drama with bin diving. I mean, there can be in certain aspects with, like, you know, people taking your spots, or, you know, it can get like that. I have seen it on a few pages. I've not had any problems yet, and I'm going to try and stay away from that. But the drama is nowhere near as bad as the urbex shit. I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. So yeah,
you have been really enjoying it, and I haven't been yet. I've had problems with my car for weeks now. It's on and off the road. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go and try it myself as well, because some of the stuff that she sends me, I'm like, what? That's absolutely crazy.
You've been on FaceTime like once or twice when I've been doing it as well.
Yeah, I did, and then I caught the bin landing on Thingy's head. That's hilarious.
Darcy's head. I had an interaction with the police this week. Well, I did, and my nephew did. So we had an interaction with the police this week where his car got detained, and so did he, because they didn't understand bin diving. All was good, nothing come of it. Police were a bit shitty. I nearly lost my fucking rag at one point. But yeah, it was all good. Let us fucking continue what we were doing. Yeah, they were. There was no reason for it. Like, this woman just did not understand bin diving. She was like, but you haven't explained why you're out here bin diving. Well, I already did. It's to get stuff that could be recycled. And then the copper, look, because I started recording them, but the bloke that had detained my nephew and searched him see that I was recording, and he acted very professional at that point. And he said about, you know, if we get seen again, they could be like potentially get called out, and then it could be trespass, blah blah. And I said, but you can't do anything about that, can you? And he said, no, because it's civil. So that was my point. Well, you can't do nothing because it's civil, so shut up, kind of thing. And he said, but if they want to go down the theft route, then we could potentially do things. And I looked at him and I laughed. I said, but how often is that happening, really? Because these coppers didn't even know fucking nothing about bin diving, so. So yeah, I've had an entertaining week this week. I think I've enjoyed it though, but yeah, you need to get your fucking car sorted and get out bin diving, because I honestly think that you will love it.
I know. Well, my kids are camping this weekend. They're having a really nice time, bless them. My mum's taken them not far from me actually, but yeah, to a campsite, and I had so much planned. I was like, I'm going to go here, 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 and here. But my car, is off the road. It was back on the road last week. I think it lasted like 4 days. Then the bolt come out again. So yeah, but I've got to wait now till Tuesday probably, because it's bank holiday Monday tomorrow. So yeah, annoying, but there we go. Then the kids are back to school. I had Graham here with me 2 days this week. So he was beaten up really badly in Southampton city centre, completely unprovoked, and was literally brought to my door at like 3 o'clock in the morning with the police. Now, getting the police turn up at your door at 3 a.m. It was dark, so I looked on my Ring doorbell and I couldn't actually see anything but the police. I mean, what would you think? Because I thought someone had died. And
Yeah.
like, I thought, who now? Because obviously I've lost someone very close to me it was last week, wasn't it? Yeah. It seems like forever ago. It's crazy. The days have dragged so much since, but which I will speak about. I'm going to do like a big post and stuff to him, but his body isn't being released to us yet, because although we've been able to go and view him and say our goodbyes, it's now classed as evidence, and the police have his body basically at the moment. Obviously, don't have.
Oh, where's she gone? Are you still there? I bet she's had another phone call. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Shannon right now. I'm probably going to get a message. Oh, she's there.
What did you hear?
It just went completely quiet, and you said obviously the police don't have his body, and then it just went.
Yeah, and we can't we can't arrange a funeral until the police release his body back to us. But did I mention who it was?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I can't even remember why we got onto that now.
Yeah,
so the police turned up at the door with Graham, and I couldn't see Graham because it was dark on my Ring doorbell, and I was like, oh my god, like what's happening? But yeah, he's been really badly beaten up, hasn't he? And I mean, like, you've been on FaceTime to me and seen him.
It's bad.
It is bad.
Like
He's literally had his on.
The bruises that are coming up on him, like from one day to the next, were just ridiculous. Like,
I can't explain the bruises either. Like, they are absolutely huge. Like, obviously he's got 2 massive fucking black eyes. But he's got a footprint on the side of his head. Obviously, where he's got like a skin fade, you can see like the scalp on the side of his head, and like, yeah, he's literally got footprints on him and stuff. And it's mental, isn't it? Like, he's really had a bad time.
Oh, yeah, he has, yeah. And obviously I don't know Graham very well. I have spoke to him on the odd occasion. But yeah, I felt a bit sorry for him, to be honest, because he looked in a bad way.
Yeah, he does, and I felt really sorry for him too. And that's what I was referring to earlier. Like, please do not comment on the situation with me and other people, especially like my family and obviously my dad. We were together for 9 years. Yeah, there was absolutely nothing between me and Graham. There never will be again. But don't act as if you know the situation between us both, because you don't. I literally had him here for 2 days, feeding him fucking morphine through a straw just to try and get him out of pain. Obviously, the morphine had been prescribed to him, been seen by the hospital. But yeah, like, stop speaking on stuff that you don't know about. You have no idea. We have a brilliant relationship, but it was actually really nice having him here, to be honest with you. Because obviously we don't see a lot of each other now, apart from like handover with the kids and stuff. And yeah, it was nice to have some company. So obviously you can probably tell that I'm ill again. I've got fucking tonsillitis. I think I'm gonna have to go in and get my tonsils looked at, because this is like the third time this year, isn't it, back?
Yeah, it's not good.
But apart from that, we're all good. And yeah, it was quite easy, to be honest with you. The confession pages helped us out this week because we knew exactly what we were coming on to speak about. It's been a topic. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah.
Yeah, please, if you've got anything else to say, do it, because it'll give us something else to talk about next week. If not,
Yeah.
then, well, we will have stuff to talk about. We do have stuff to talk about all the time, but this was just our topic this week, so.
Yeah, and I also think, like someone said about Gemma supporting us in the comments, and like, don't do that. You know, like if people enjoy something that you don't need to be bitter about it.
Yeah.
Gemma does support us, and we see that, and we appreciate that. So, yeah, don't be nasty.
I know there's a lot of people, well, no, not a lot of people, there's not, but I know there's people out there that don't like Gemma, but, you know, but I'm not going to lie either. I've had a few issues with Gemma myself. You know, I'm not going to sit here and make out that me and Gemma have had a really fantastic friendship, because at one point we didn't. But I genuinely really like Gemma. She is a nice person, and I don't understand what the problem is with other people. And I feel like sometimes it's just people stirring the pot.
Yeah, definitely.
I do feel like that. So yeah, you know, don't sit there and fucking say stuff about people that enjoy watching our pod and enjoy listening and interacting, because, you know, just because you don't like it doesn't mean to say that other people don't. And I just feel like you're very bitter about it. So yeah, Gemma actually is one of she's one of our mods.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, it just goes to show that, you know, people can have issues with someone and then resolve it and be fine. So
Yeah, and that's called being an adult, guys.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like Gemma has got very similar. Well, I know Gemma has been very similar to how I've been feeling lately, like with the urbex scene. She's had enough of it, and she's barely gone out. Like I've spoken to her. I think she said that she was due to go out maybe this weekend. I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, Gemma. But yeah, apart from that, she's not been out for a while. So I feel like people just get sick of the shit in the end, and this is what happens. You just take a back seat and you can't be asked.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
the last time I went exploring wasn't like actually exploring. It was with somebody that I was spending time with. I wouldn't say I was seeing him. We were just spending time with each other. He wasn't an explorer, and I took him to some old like places that I already knew of, and it was just really cool to take someone out that like wasn't part of the community. Yeah, we just chilled there and stuff like that. So just because you're not seeing us exploring, it doesn't mean we're not. Do you know what I mean? We're just not actively on the scene at the moment because we don't fucking want to be.
Yeah.
Are you going to share your news?
Yeah. So I'm finally allowed to share it. So later this year, to be precise, November, I am going to be a nana again.
Yeah.
Very, very excited. Don't get me wrong. So it's Maddie that's pregnant again. She obviously just had Nolan in November. And I didn't expect her to get pregnant so soon, because she said that she didn't want any more kids yet, that the whole birth experience had put her off. She kind of started warming to it a bit more, like more lately. But I didn't expect her to send me a pregnancy test and be like, I'm pregnant. No, she was scared to tell me, and I don't know why. She's 20. She can do what she wants. She's an adult. But yeah, she was scared to tell me. I just said to her, like, don't ever be scared to tell me anything. And I've always brought my kids up like this. But obviously, like I've said previously, Maddie is suspected autistic. So with her, things are slightly different. She has been massively worried. She didn't want me to announce it. And she's also announcing it today herself. So by the time this goes out, it would have been shown, or she would have shared it publicly herself, so that's why I'm sharing it now. But she didn't want me to announce that she was pregnant because she was so worried that people were going to be nasty to her. And I said, but why would people be nasty? Like, don't get me wrong, babies are a blessing, okay? They are. And every baby should be seen as that, a blessing, because, you know, there are some women out there who struggle to have babies, and, you know, it's sad that is happening. So, you know, it's nice that Maddie can have the opportunity to be a mum again. And, you know, she had a lot of complications with her last labour, and yeah, I am over the moon. I'm excited, but yeah, she is worried that people are going to say to her in the comments, oh, do you not think it's a bit too soon? Do you not think that you should have waited a bit longer, blah blah blah? No, because, you know, if she wanted to have another baby, that's her choice. It's nobody else's. Nobody else is bringing up this baby apart from her. She was worried that people would say, but you're a single parent now. That's not her fault, you know. She can't help that her relationship broke down with the baby's father and Nolan's father. That's not her fault.
No, and
know?
it's also not your fucking business either. Like, you don't know what she's like as a mum, you know, as much as we do. Like, you have no idea. Like, we spoke about this last week, but she is fucking brilliant. She's made to be a mum. You know, her maternal instincts and everything are brilliant, and I will not have anyone say anything about her in the comments. It's not too early for her to have a baby. It's what her body has felt pregnant. It's made for her. It's meant for her. Yeah, so massive congratulations are in order for Mads, and, you know, for a healthy, happy pregnancy, because is that exactly what she deserves? There's not one doubt in my mind or one bit of worry that thinks, oh, is she going to cope? Absolutely, she will.
Yeah, she will.
You know,
we did speak about this last week, and she is a good mum. And obviously, like Shannon's just said, if anyone does anything, I'm going to straight out fucking block you, because, you know, we are dealing with my daughter here, for one, and I am very protective of my children, but also she is suspected autistic at the same time. So please don't sit there and be negative in the comments, please, because it is a good thing. You know, by the time this baby's due, Nolan's going to be a year old. She's going to have 2 under 2, and she knows that, but she's happy. And that is all that matters. Everybody around her is happy for her. So that's my happy news this week, and I have been so fucking wanting to share it.
Yeah, every time we do a pod, we've been like, people like, Shannon, don't slip up, and I'm like, no, neither do you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? When you know, like, when something is so exciting, it's hard not to bring it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've kept it quiet, and now I'm officially allowed to announce it. So yeah, I am going to be a nana again, and I cannot tell you how fucking excited I am. And I really, really, really hope that it's a girl this time. I love my grandsons. Right. I do. I love them. But I want a granddaughter now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hearts out on that. But yeah, congratulations to Maddie. And she's going to be brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, she will be.
I think that'll be a nice note to end on.
Absolutely. Yes. I think...
I just have to mute it because I farted.
Well, I was going to say, it's nice to end it with something happy, and then he was like, oh, I had to mute it because I farted.
You're giving the people what they want.
You shouldn't have even muted it, you should have just done it.
No, I'd never do that, would I, Stuart?
Yeah, he's going to say otherwise.
Yeah, he reckons he's got evidence against me that he's going to use, so we'll see.
He will.
I know, but it's the not knowing. Every time he posts, I'm like, Urban Stills posted, I'm like, oh, fuck. It's going to be my arse. But no. We'll catch up with you all next week.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening. It's an interesting one this week. Let us know your thoughts in the comments about the shitty accounts.
Yeah, and I hope maybe it will inspire some people to be brave and be like, do you know what? Yeah, I don't like so and so, but I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna live my life. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
Really, at this point, just fucking say it how it is.
yeah. Grow a pair of balls, okay, and just say it. It's fine. You'll be respected a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I've just taken some Calpol because I've run out of paracetamol and I have the worst headache and sore throat. So I've just literally like double dosed on Calpol because surely a child's dose it would be double for an adult. So
Yeah, yeah.
probably
You'll
sleep
be
the
fine.
rest of the day off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go chill now.
Well, no, actually, I had plans to make a treehouse, didn't I, for when the kids get back? So we'll see how
Yeah,
that goes.
yeah, you did. I'm probably going to get a video call off you whilst you're in a tree.
Help! And guys, I'm going to. Oh my goodness, I'm going to see Central C this week, Thursday.
Oh, yeah?
Most people won't know who he is, but if you do, then if you know, you know. I cannot wait. I'm going on my own to O2 in London, and yeah, I hope I'm better. I don't want to be. I've already hardly got a voice. I don't want
Yeah,
to beat it. So
I think you'll be fine. I do think you'll be fine. And you're going to love it.
I fucking am gonna love it. Best day of my life. It really will be the best day of my life. I'm
I,
hoping to come home with him, aren't I? Really,
well,
but we'll see.
yeah. I mean,
It's possible.
I'm looking forward to the voice messages and the videos and probably the video calls that I'm going to get.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it'll be good. Hey,
Hello.
oh, it went quiet. What the fuck?
Sorry. Okay, we'll speak to you later.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.